Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is still Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. People, I have so much to talk to you about. I want to put a lot of things into perspective for you. There's something going on here. Okay, there's always something going on, but there's something very dark, ugly, and nefarious going on, and we need to raise our awareness. There's a few things in play right now that really should have you looking in other spots than they want you to look. It's always the same story. It's a distraction. It's a deception. It's a look here. Don't look over there. So with that said, I want to talk about a couple of things, and right off the bat, and these are some of the headlines from today. All right. Some of this started to get floated out just a couple of days ago. But look at these headlines here. You notice a similar thing? Attacks. Here's some more. Attack. So, right off the bat, they're trying to get you desperately to focus on the Middle East. Pay attention to what OPEC said today. Are you ready for this? I don't believe in coincidences, but OPEC, the world cannot live without oil. Let's keep raising prices. And then all of a sudden, we get all this, we get all that. Let me explain this to you in case you don't know already. If an attack were to happen over there, you know who's really going to be behind that, don't you? I won't even say it, because if I do, I'll get banned, all right? It has nothing to do with who they're pointing their fingers at already. It's a shit show. It's a deception. It's a distraction. The real terrorists are, the ones, well, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't have to tell you, and I'm not going to. So anyway, we got this report being flashed all over the place. We got this statement from OPEC how the world can't live without oil. Let's keep raising prices. And then all of a sudden we get this. You think that's a coincidence? I don't think so. So expect something to occur. Whether this actually happens or not, it's immaterial. It is, however you want to spin it or look at it, it's already a false flag. All right? They're getting you to look here when you should be looking someplace else. So that's why I am saying raise your awareness. We're marching right into the midterms here. Who knows what they're going to pull off? And it's going to be the same story, a distraction, a deception, and more, of course, in-our-face propaganda. Now, this morning, let's talk about this market here. This morning, the 10-year yield dropped like 14 basis points overnight. Well, we reversed that completely. Imagine that. The debt market is supposed to remain stable. It's supposed to be like a rock. Now we're getting this incredible swings here with regard to the 10-year yield. In one day, 28 basis points moved down and up. What did that do to the stock market? Earlier today, 10-year yield was lower. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up like 250 points. Everyone was happy and gleeful. And then all of a sudden we get this reversal. Now, two things in my opinion caused that to happen. Number one was this supposedly good jobs report. There's more job openings than was expected. That may have played a role here, but I don't think so. I think it's more likely this. And this prompted, the knee-jerk reaction into the perceived safety of debt. The dollar put on a gain as well, and the stock market took a hit. You see how this works? I mean, we're not talking about anything major here. The major indices did finish lower, not by much. Okay, whatever. And it's just all fabulous and lovely here. Now, on top of all this, I want to cover a few other things with you here. Look, before we even move forward, I flip through the mainstream channels every day, and I want to see what they're talking about. And the narrative is, again, what central banks are going to do. Let's put that a little bit into perspective. So tomorrow, we're going to hear from the Federal Reserve, public enemy number one. Forget PayPal as public enemy number one. You know what? Hold on a minute here. The entire financial system is corrupt. And for those of you that are complaining about PayPal, okay, when are you going to stop using your bank accounts, your credit cards, your debit cards, circumvent their system? You think you're making a difference by closing your PayPal account? You're talking about a large cap company that employs over 31,000 people. You're not hurting anybody, all right? Maybe you think you are, but it's part of the distraction. Oh, blame everything on PayPal. Look, I don't care about PayPal. It's just another piece of dog shit in this thing around us here. The entire system is fraudulent. The entire system is corrupt. You want to point at an institution? Point at your own bank, which I guarantee you're still using. Okay? So, come on, people, really. Just give it a break. I understand you need a scapegoat, makes you feel better. A little bit. It don't matter. Whatever action you think you're taking here against PayPal ain't going to make a difference. Watch the stock. The stock is going higher. So, anyway, like I said, it's all part of the freaking system here. And when those of you that complain about PayPal, stop using your bank accounts, circumvent the system they have set up for you and trapped you in, and the debit cards and the credit cards and everything else, and then come back and talk to me. Until that time, you should probably keep your mouth shut. All right. So anyway, on the back of all this, this is a few other things I want you to pay attention to. Like I said, we have this situation here about what central banks are going to do. Keep in mind, inflation here in the United States is at an over 4-decade high. Meanwhile, what the Federal Reserve has been doing and will do tomorrow, I'm talking about raising rates, has been absolutely inconsequential. It has done nothing, zero, to slow inflation. It's not meant to do it. You and I are so ahead of the curve on this since day one. We knew it wasn't going to work because it's not meant to work. But people are being lulled into that, brainwashed, programmed, lied to, propagandized. Oh, yeah, it's a rate problem. It's not a rate problem. It's never been a rate problem. It's a currency issue, but you're not supposed to know that. They have to keep you distracted. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing to the people like they always do. It just won't stop. So anyway, with that said, yes, 75 basis point hike tomorrow. I can't imagine it being something different, but listen to the language. That's what I'm going to be focusing on. Is he going to change the narrative? I believe so. And I believe he's going to float out some hints here, Jay Powell, Yellowstone, that come December, the Fed may back off. Now, we got an interesting piece of information here. So Morgan Stanley, the super bank here, is saying look for a Fed pivot or pause early next year. All right, now that's kind of exactly how I see it too. That is, early next year, they're going to pause. All right, they're going to pause, and the narrative is going to change. Although nothing behind it is going to change, the narrative is going to change. They're going to tell you, despite what you're seeing with your own eyeballs, inflation is getting better. The economy is recovering. Things are just fabulous and fantastic, but it's all just a freaking lie here, absolutely. We also found this out today, that the ISM report on U.S. manufacturing continues to decline, although it actually bumped ever so slightly higher. But if you were to plot this, it's in steep decline here. Let me tell you something about the United States manufacturing and industry factories. They're dying. They're dying. But you see, you're not allowed to know that either, because again, it might shed a little bad light on the lies that they're all telling you. You must be lied to. It's a freaking incredible thing to me. So we heard also from Christine Lagarde today, whatever it is. It's very debatable what that thing is. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. But here's a statement by Lagarde. The European Central Bank, are you ready for this? Must raise rates even at the risk of recession. You see, well, what's missing from that? Christine Lagarde will not tell you that the euro has been in free fall along with the other currencies around the world as well, although the dollar does remain the prettiest belle at the freaking ball. But no, it's a rate problem. You see what they're doing? It's a rate problem. It's a rate problem. Let me ask you this. Who's responsible for that? How about it's the same entities that are telling you what's going on? You see what they do? It's unbelievable how they set this up. They are the ones that created the problem. They are the ones that saying, don't worry, everyone. We can fix it. Meanwhile, they haven't done a damn thing. This whole issue of raising rates is a dog shit show so they can crush the economy and take everybody with it. Duh. Can I get a duh, please? Yeah, exactly. Duh. Couple of duhs here. Anyway, I want to read this to you as well just real quick. JP Morgan is also saying that this situation here with global rate hikes is going to end early in 2023. So don't just listen to Greg Mannarino. You got major Wall Street banks saying what I'm telling you too. So look, it's a game they're playing, but it's not. You think this is going to fix a damn thing? You think it's even meant to fix a damn thing? No. It's going to continue to compound the problem, which is surging global debt and central banks that are determined to kill their currencies. But they're going to keep distracting you and lying to you and propagandizing you. And of course, making you afraid. Attack. What a mind screw. What an absolute freaking mind screw on an incredible scale, people. So anyway, on the back of what happened today, I mean, these moves here in the debt market are pretty profound. They're not supposed to happen. You realize that. I think you do. The debt market is supposed to remain stable. What's really happening here? Instability. Clearly, if you're seeing these kind of motions with regard to the 10-year yield or the benchmark here, it's clearly a sign of instability here and fear and whatever else they want to throw. Oh, these new variants, they're really bad. You hearing about these? They're really trying to push the new variant thing. It's putting more people in hospitals and they don't know what to do about it because the vaccines don't work. It's interesting. People like myself never got vaccinated. I'm doing pretty damn good. Oh, yeah. We're not dying. See, the big lie was, you don't get vaxxed, you're going to die. How about no? Okay. Meanwhile, they're trying to get that thing and everyone they possibly can, even right at their first breath now, these big pharmaceutical companies want that thing injected into newborn babies, and parents are doing it. They've been brainwashed. Anyway, that's just my take on it. You're entitled to yours. Let's see if they pull this video. All right, people, look, what else is there to say? Gold and silver put on some gains today. Silver took off earlier, but it still came down. We put on a 2.75%. We're talking about, the paper derivative bullshit anyway. It doesn't matter what they want to do to it. You know my take on all this. Cryptocurrencies, okay. Bitcoin's still over 20,000. We're doing all right over there too. So look, all this is well and good. Keep your eyes on the debt market. The MMRI went from a 270 to over 280 today because of these gyrations here that we're seeing here in the debt market. All right, now with that said, my lovely, lovely friends here, I want to thank all of you for supporting my work. I mean, I really do appreciate it here. And you don't have to use PayPal, so don't have a conniption. PayPal. No conniption fit here needed, all right? Right down here, you want to support my work? There's a little heart there. It says thanks right next to it. Click on that. So you don't have to use PayPal. But remember, if you dump PayPal, make sure you get out of the system altogether. You close your bank account, stop using your credit cards, your debit cards, and try to get out of the system that they set up for you. Try. Just try. Can't do it. Okay, they got you and me by the throat, and they know it. All right, look, I'm out of here. This guy here loves you a lot. Again, big shout out, big thank you to those of you who do support my work, and I appreciate it. If you want to use PayPal, there is a link down below. I called PayPal today, okay? And you people still don't want to buy it. Look, whatever. I don't care. I don't care what you do, frankly. All right, believe what you want. I can't convince you of anything. You can't convince people of whatever they don't want to be convinced of. Tell people the truth. They hate you more for it. All right, anyway, look. This guy here loves you a lot. I mean that. I will see you in the morning.